Yeah, welcome back to the Tool Shed. I'm really excited to share with you this particular tool because this one it's my go-to. I'm an Enneagram 8, where I react and respond like an Enneagram 8. If you've taken my Enneagram courses, you know what I mean. But the bottom line is Enneagram 8 is the challenger. And the challenger deals with anger. There are three types that deal with anger, 8, 9, and 1. 8s express anger. It's our currency. Now, I don't seem angry right now. I'm pissed. And it's harnessed. It's intensity. See, and that's the point. Anger is one of the most misunderstood. It's not an emotion. It's an attribute. It's an energy. It's bodily, right? So it comes from more than just emotion, whatever that means. There's not these sort of obvious delineations of these things, but it's a bodily felt thing. It's an energy that courses through us, and we're scared of it. As a society, we're scared of it. We don't know what to do with it. And so we make it bad. We relegate it to, the shadowy parts of our culture, to gangs and to militaries and to all kinds of things that we just don't really want to deal with or touch. And so we oftentimes make people who are angry bad or wrong, and we just fuel their anger, and it gets worse and it grows out of control. Again, I'm not proud of my anger. I don't live, with it as a badge of honor. But that's the point. It's about harnessing this energy, this anger. So when you're feeling angry, right? People apologize for being angry. They try and make it go away. None of those are the right response to any emotion. I don't care what it is, especially the darker emotions. Depression has its place. Anxiety has its place. Fear has its place. None of these are good or bad. They're not moral or immoral. They're amoral. They have no moral value. They have no inherent value except for what we do with them. And if we use them for something constructive, it's good. And if we use it for something destructive, it's bad. The same is true with anger. I like being around people who are angry, but have harnessed their anger. Want an example? I haven't been around him. I wish I was. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was an angry man, but he was a master, and he harnessed his anger, and he used it as a fiery verbal and written sword that transformed the world as we know it. We like to sort of wax poetic about him, and Mother Teresa was another one, as if they're saints, gently just kind of floating through this world. Garbage. Mother Teresa was a firebrand. I heard she was very difficult to be around, but God bless her, she made shit happen. So it's not about the anger. It's what do you do with the anger? And here's what I think of it. Do you use it, or does it use you? Right? Do you use fire in your fireplace at home? Or does it use you jumping out of the fireplace, consuming your house? Because that's what fire does. It's using the fuel in its path. Well, I'm not going to let it use me, my anger. I'm going to harness it. I'm going to repurpose it. I don't trust people who say they never get angry, who say that they don't have fights with their spouse. That's not true. If it is, it's not a real relationship, because relationships generate energy. Living means you are coursing through this world alive with vitality. We don't want to get rid of that stuff. We just want to learn how to use it, and that's anger in your pocket. There's a great Kabbalistic teaching that says, I conquered my anger long ago. Now I keep it in my pocket. That way, when I need it, it's there. Putting anger in your pocket is about using it and not being used by it. It's about knowing when to take it out. When I'm recording this, we're just on the other side of a lot of anti-Semitism. I'm a Jew, I'm a rabbi. And I want my brothers and sisters, not Jewish, I want my brothers and sisters, you, good people, right, to be angry. Just like racism, just like genocides, just like whatever it is. There's a time and a place for anger. I don't trust people who say, don't get angry, right, in these situations. Because if you don't get angry in those situations, you're not going to get angry when it counts. And there are times when it counts, when we need fiery rhetoric, and we need fiery action, and we need to stand up to evil, bad people doing bad things. Anger, right, of Winston Churchill, anger of a woman who is not going to be abused by her spouse anymore, anger of a guy at his job who's not going to just take it from the boss because of money. It's not worth his dignity. Anger, to harness it, to use it, to repurpose it, not to make it go away, to put it in your pocket, to know when to take it out and know when, you know what, this thing is consuming me and I need to put it out, or at least I need to put it away. So anger in my pocket is my mantra. It's my tool when I want to have a healthier relationship with anger. But again, that doesn't mean making it go away. It just means using your anger or any of the dark emotions and not being used by your anger or any of those dark emotions. And we'll cover other dark emotions at another time. But until then, put anger in your pocket, go out into the world, harness your energy to live with meaning, purpose, and resilience.